Yeah, the tax help firms, most of the time what they do is they charge a flat fee up front. So they say, yeah, I can help you with it. It's going to cost you, say, $2,000. The issue may be a relatively simple one to handle, and a CPA can help you and just charge you an hourly rate to help you with it. And it may not cost you $2,000 to fix it. It may be a relatively simple fix. But these companies, they're out, they have to pay for their marketing costs and lots of TV ads and radio ads and things like that. So they're going to charge you a flat fee. And sometimes it's an issue where maybe they can't even help you with the IRS, or they can't reduce your tax debt as much as they advertise. But you're still going to have to pay the flat fee. You're still going to have to pay $2,000 or whatever the fee is they charge. Using a online tax free tax service or TurboTax is okay if you have a simple tax return. You just have a W-2. If you're a little more complicated tax situation, it's probably a good idea to seek a professional CPA, because there are things in the tax code which you may not even realize that you miss, and it winds up costing you more money in tax, and you may never even realize you're paying additional tax that you wouldn't have to pay, or a professional could help you with that. A program such as TurboTax wouldn't know to ask you the question, so it could be a situation you just miss out on a deduction, or you were taxed on something that at a rate higher than it should have been. A CPA, if you use a CPA, then your chances are your tax return was done correctly to begin with. If you made a mistake yourself and then you go to a CPA, they're going to charge you the hourly rate to help you fix it, and it may be a few $100s because the tax return has to be input into their system and then amended return, or whatever the fix has to be done. So it's going to take a little time, but it's probably going to be less than you would pay if you had to go back to TurboTax and seek their help. A larger tax firm, if you take your business to them, they're usually going to assign you a staff person. The CPA or the owner or the partners in charge may meet with you. If you're a really large client, yeah, they'll probably meet with you person to person. If you're a medium-sized client, they may meet you initially person to person, but then after that you're going to be assigned to a tax person, tax staff. It's going to be somebody with 2 years, 3 years experience, something like that. They will have a manager that supervises them, but your taxes are being handled. Many times you're being contacted, questions asked by the staff person. And people that have came to me as from larger firms, one of their complaints is the staff turnover. So they had a different person each year asking them the same questions, didn't understand their file. Whenever they called a staff person to ask for a question, or called the firm to ask for a question, they would get a new staff person, had to look up their file, research, and become familiar with it before they could even answer a question. If you go to someone like me, a smaller firm or a sole proprietor, you're going to get direct experience, you're going to get direct contact with the owner, with the CPA, and whenever you call for asking for a question, unless it's a complicated question that has to be researched, you can get most of the time immediate answers. and you get personal service. I am Wesley Howell, Certified Public Accountant in Altamonte Springs, Florida. I've been a CPA for 26 years. As a sole proprietor CPA, when clients come to me, they get the personal attention of me as a CPA instead of a staff person, which you would usually get in a larger firm.